I am back with more Strange Mascara Applicators. You guys loved the first one, and you gave so many great suggestions. So we'll begin with the first one, Lancome. This is their oscillation. It's their vibrating mascara. This right here is $37. $37 mascara, that's very expensive. When you open it up, it's a very sleek silicone rubber style bristle wand. The bristles, they're not super long, they're very short, but they're more chubby than very thin and sparse. So that's very fascinating. All right, so instructions, how to use. Place mascara at the base of your lashes and then press button and slowly allow the vibrations to coat your lashes from the base to the tips. All right, let's put it to the test and see what we look like. Oh, that's weird.
Feel the vibration?
Very little. I will say I'm feeling it mostly right here at the tip, like where I'm actually holding the applicator. I'm not feeling too much on the eye. Maybe it's a good thing, so you don't, irritate your eye or blink like crazy. But we did get something. I'm gonna be honest. Not a fan of this $37 mascara. I don't like the bristles because they're way too thick and too short. Therefore, the results are very clumpy and it doesn't separate the mascara through the lashes finely and give you those beautiful, long, elongated, wispy lashes. This is definitely very clumpy. Not a fan. I think Lancome has far better mascaras to offer than this right here. I think it's too finicky and I'm just not a fan of the applicator. I think the vibrator is a cool touch, but the applicator itself and the bristles, a no-go for me. I'm just not a fan. This one is by Guide Beauty, and this is the same brand that I tested their innovative eyeliner applicator, and it was really cool. So this right here is called their Lash Wrap, $26. And this right here, it's supposed to give you volumizing, smudge-proof tubing mascara. So it's a tubing formula. Why it's so cool or different is the design of the mascara itself, not the actual applicator. It has the typical the boar bristles for mascara, but there's so much mascara on here. Do you guys see how much I'm cleaning off of here? Oh my goodness. So this right here, what makes this mascara wand so special is this comfortable grip applicator that helps you guide and steadies your hand during application. I believe the owner of this, I think she was diagnosed and she basically wanted not mascara, but like all of her makeup products to help with the steadiness of your hand. So if you're shaking, this actually is supposed to steady your hand. They're saying you place the guide ring between your finger, your index, and your middle finger, and then you have the thumb basically placing it on the back. So I guess there's a little bit more control in here with this little applicator. It kind of looks like a pop socket for your phone, but it's for your mascara. That's actually kind of cool. I like that idea. I'm actually gonna take my left hand because I feel pretty comfortable holding the applicator like so. Usually I do it with my right hand on both sides since I'm right-handed, but this actually feels quite comfortable. So let's give this a go. Whew. That's a lot of product right away. I will say holding the wand like this definitely is taking a little bit of a practice, but whoa, okay. Whoa, that's just with one coat, and I didn't really even have to try. Basically what it did is coated the base of my lashes first, kind of created this tight line, and then I was able to spread the formula out through the lashes, giving my lashes really intense black opaqueness, pigment with the mascara, and actually lengthened the lashes really well. All right, I'm gonna give this mascara an A+ in creativity, innovation of how you hold the mascara wand. I think this is phenomenal. I was easily able to use my left hand very steadily. It wasn't hard, it was super convenient. You could just go from right to left. I mean, this is really nice. I really like this. I will say I don't like the wand whatsoever. It holds way too much product. Do you see how much product I had to take off and scrub off until I could actually see what the bristles look like? This is a lot of mascara I will complain about, but I'm giving this right here an A+. I like the pop socket in my mascara. I'm liking it a lot. This next one is by Urban Decay. This is their Lash Freak Volumizing and Lengthening Mascara, $25. And this one looked very freaky and intriguing. But I think the real prize is the applicator. You open her up. There she is in all her glory. Hot mess. All right. So the same thing, the inside, what's the technical term for it? I completely forgot. But basically this right here, the opening, mouth, it's a little bit too wide, so a lot of the product is still left on, even on this right here where you don't want mascara. On this right here, look at all of that mascara on there. It just looks so messy. And again, this is all brand new. Never used this before. But what makes this applicator so intriguing is this right here. Do you see this green part? So weird and so funky and freaky. So basically, what you do first is use this asymmetrical portion of the wand to load up your lashes with mascara for big freaky volume. Yep. And then you flip it to this side right here that has no bristles on it, the green side, and you basically hold it in areas where you want to lift and curl your lashes. So either towards the base or towards the middle or towards the ends of your lashes. So it sounds like a very complicated process. Not really. This wand is very fascinating. It's so interesting. But the same thing, you have to go in and clean up as much of that product as possible because it looks like a hot mess. All right, let's do the same thing. We're gonna take the asymmetrical side, load it up. Wow. Wait, I don't hate it. I don't hate it. I tried to scrub off as much excess mascara as possible to really reveal all of those tiny, super slim bristles. And this is kind of what I'm saying about the silicone rubber bristles. This is what I want from this type of a wand. When the bristles are super tiny and they're very slim, they can really spread the formula through your lashes phenomenally. Like you see that it's not really clumping, the formula is really black, and this is just with one coat. So now I'm gonna take the vertical side and just go in and separate. And see, this right here is what's clumping my lashes together. Now let's take the green side and just kind of push. And I think it says just like hold it there for a couple of minutes, which I don't have the time for that. I think this green side is just a waste. Just use an eyelash curler, honestly, when your lashes are nice and dry. Okay, not bad for one application. I think it gives you more of like a natural finish mascara, but the lashes are not super clumpy. They're pretty defined, and I like that the formula is really nice, black and opaque and super, super pigmented. But I will say the applicator is just, it's way too finicky. Again, like, every single time you take it out, it's so messy, and it's just gonna keep getting more messy because you take all this mascara off. You get a pretty good result, but just this right here, not a fan. This next one is very fascinating. This is by MAC, and this is their In Extreme Dimension 3D Black Lash Mascara. $25. And what makes this so extreme is the wand. I mean, this wand is completely covered with bristles. So when you open her up, and we're doing this together, I haven't opened it yet. I've only seen it online. Oh, okay. It's not as intimidating. All right, so it's that silicone rubber style bristle applicator with so many bristles. I mean, it's all the way around. You have bristles at the very tip that just circulate all the way around. And it looks like on some of these areas, the bristles are super, super tiny and sparse. But let's put this on and see how we like it. All right, let's do this. It's a really huge wand. Do you guys see how big this is? My goodness. These are very pokey. Wow. A very messy mascara at that too. Very black and very clumpy. Wow, that gave me lots of drama. Look at that. This brush is massive. I think that's totally fine. You can play around with it and get more comfortable with it, right? But because it's like has those little areas, kind of like the Lash Freak right here, where there's no bristles, it's very easy to clump because all of the mascara just wants to sit right there. I will say these little bristles, they're very tiny, they're very skinny, but they're mighty. They're very pokey. But I will say the formula is really, really black. We're having no issues with any of these formulas so far in terms of coverage, opaqueness, and pigment. They're all very black and beautiful, but this one can clump very fast. It's okay. I'm not mad at it. It's okay. This right here is by Terry. This is their Lash Expert Twist Brush Mascara Double Effect. Double Effect Mascara. $30. So this is, I think, the second most expensive mascara we have, right? This one, so many of you said you love this mascara. But you open it up. Well, first, on the very top, you have what says 1 and then number 2. So let me close this and actually twist it inside. But let's twist it when I take it out. I'm just trying to see if I can twist it. Yes, you can. You take the wand out, and again, it's that typical silicone rubberized bristles. But these ones are very, very long. They look very pointy, very intimidating. But this is the best one so far that actually cleaned off the mascara or squeezed off the mascara off the bristles really nicely. All right, so this right here is what it looks like in 1. Now let's twist it to 2, which is counterclockwise for me. And then it gets super, super tiny and the bristles get very compressed together. This right here is what you get for volume. That's what I'm assuming. So position 1 is to lengthen your lashes, and then the position 2 is to help thicken your lashes for the unlimited volume without clumping. Let's do it. Let's twist back onto 1. Let's put it on. Yeah, right away with just the first coat, you can see it's very, very natural, very wispy, and because there's not as much mascara with the first option, it's just more for lengthening and really getting to the tips. That's basically what I would use it for. And now let's take it to number 2, shrink this down, create a little DNA with this, and basically really coat the lashes. It's just mirror, this product is very dry. Is this supposed to be this dry? Because this is dry. I feel like you can even see it coming off. I'm just gonna go in with number 2 to pick up more product. Well, that's a little better. I'm really loving the wispy effect it's providing my lashes. It's not clumpy at all, but it's thickening them really, really nicely. And I feel like I have more control with this type of a wand and this type of a formula because it's not wet, it's not sticky and heavy. All right, I will say, honestly, just like the number 2, I would just keep it as the number 2 in this tube instead of going back to 1. It does a much better job, and for some reason it just gives like a really nice wispy look, but they don't look clumpy. They look really nice and volumized and thickened, but I will say they're not as lengthened. I'm liking this one so far. I don't hate it. I'm liking it. I'm liking it more towards like I want to keep using this mascara. Last but not least, we have this Mellow Your Way mascara, $22, so it's the cheapest out of the 6 mascaras, and it actually just won an Allure's Best 2021 mascara. Ooh, the packaging is actually really fun. Very cool. I love the neon orange. But this right here, it's bolder, thicker, and sexier. There you go, that's the motto of this mascara. It has different shades. That's cool. So what makes this mascara so fascinating is the tip, the wand, it's flexible. But again, it's the silicone rubberized bristles that are super, super tiny. You have some short, some long, but this one doesn't look as intimidating. But what looks intimidating is what you do is for the wand, you very lightly press it or like push it and it moves. And it goes both ways. So I'm wondering, how is this going to apply if I just want to use it straight on? Because now it's just
flimsy.
It's flimsy. What do I do? So let's read their instructions. It just says, lightly press the brush against the tip of the bottle to bend the brush to your favorite angle. And then that's it. Let's put it on and see what we look like. Ooh. It's also a drier formula, but this is actually kind of fun. Now let's press it the other way. This is like, I'm painting my eyes. The lashes, look at this. It's like a paintbrush. A paint roller. Is that what they're called? The rollers? I'm rolling mascara onto my lashes. It's definitely not conventional. I will give it that. Innovative. It's also doing a really good job. I'm not really hating it. It's definitely providing me more of like a natural wispy look, which I actually really like. It's not clumping as bad as I thought it would because these bristles, they're really tightly packed. So that's actually really pretty. It's wispy, you still have that volume towards the base of your roots, but then it kind of wispy, it gives this wispy effect. It's really pretty. This is definitely very fascinating. It's literally a paint roller for your lashes. I like that the formula it's black enough, but it's not super opaque as the other formulas, just because the other formulas, either they're a tubing formula or they're more of like a lengthening curling formula where it's more wet and more sticky instead of more volumizing. So interesting. Very, very fascinating. All right, you guys, I'm gonna leave it here. There's some really cool mascara applicators on the market. I love that Guide Beauty is really thinking of the end consumer, of how they're going to hold the wand, which way is it comfortable, so you have a really steady hand. If you have issues with having a steady hand, or you just, you want the option to hold it with your left or right hand, depending if you're left or right-handed. But I like that companies and brands are thinking outside the box with their applicators, their holders, their bristles, whatever else. And then some of them just really miss the mark. They're really just not doing much, you know what I mean? They're more of a nuisance instead of a convenience, you know what I mean? So thank you for all these suggestions. I think I'm gonna play with several of these. I like the formulas, I like the way they applied, but a lot of them just missed the mark for me. I'm gonna leave it here. Thank you for watching, spending time with me and these super strange mascara applicators, and I'll see the next one very soon.